Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today is almost day 290 of trying to become a millionaire. And the cool thing about today specifically is that it is Sunday and we have one potential client. Actually, the first ever client I got in this year who just kind of, I guess, remembered me when he all of a sudden had a, you know, requirements for a website. So, um, I'm trying to stay tuned on Instagram. He lives in the United States. So the problem is that, you know, every time yeah. So every time I message him, it's like, 12-hour difference. So it's like when it's like, 2 p.m. for me when I have time and kind of like, actually it's even crazier than that. I don't know why. I messaged him close to 2 p.m. Okay, so close to 2 p.m. And he's like, it's like, bro, it's like 2 a.m. here. And yeah. But as soon as I guess I'm gonna have a call with him, it should be done. It should be okay. I guess the project is not that complicated that I will need to have a second meeting with him. And quick way of making some money, like I guess, yeah. I mean, if you don't know, if for the first time watching this video, I have a debt to pay to a friend of mine who gave me. Actually, I kind of took from him, but let's say he gave me a little bit of money to complete my coding bootcamp course, and now I owe him, being exact, $600. So I guess if we could land this client, inshallah, I could have breathed out. I mean, like, not like breathe out. I'm still breathing. Like, even today, like, I don't want to be like, dramatize things too much, as if like, as soon as I'm gonna have like resolved these problems, I'm not gonna have problems anymore. It's just stupid to be delusional this way. After you're gonna resolve these problems, the other ones are gonna kind of pop up on your way, and you gotta learn how to dance in this rain, in this wet, in this yeah, uncomfortable place, I guess. Yes, I have debt. Yes, I'm working on a day job. Yes, I have college to go to. Yes, I do have certain things which I guess need to be completed and done. Um, what the heck is that? Okay, I'm not gonna be. Okay, you know what? Yeah, whatever. Even at this point where we are right now, it is awesome. Let's be thankful for the things we got, okay? And even though the views are going down and all this stuff, first of all, we are me specifically, starting to work slowly but surely on creating content for my agency. So reaching out is a lot more stress and a lot more time sensitive. Um, and I'm gonna leave this thing for our appointment setter, the only one which we have in our team, and my co-founder. Yes, he does have a day job and has a school, but as soon as he's gonna finish his day job, earn a little bit of money to buy a laptop, he's gonna have a lot of free time while he's gonna be at school and after school, to do outreach and create VSLs. So I guess he's gonna take on this thing. We kind of divided these things into each other, and I guess I am, you know, I know I can't escape outreach. I will have to do this thing anyway, but I just think that it's gonna be in the near future. Just I'm not like, yeah, I guess I will do this thing, but it's not like today. It's probably after I'm gonna have like a more um what how to say that, predictable, I guess, um career, kind of like shit. All I want to say is basically get a better paying job, I guess. In that case, I don't have to worry about like, you know, the expenses, right? And the family, expenses, family, everything combined. And I will pay my debt back. And in that case, I guess you can kind of a little sit a little back and like give yourself a little bit of time to succeed. Because time, let's don't be delusional here and like, yeah, success takes time. It's obviously um, content, the potential prospect, and I'm not gonna be getting deep into the main thing, which is I'm doing right now is like kind of uh, doing coding, learning how to code. I don't think it's kind of resonates with the business and you people watching this video. And in fact, there is only very few people who are watching these videos at this stage. I think I will have to, when next wave of views are gonna come, I think I will have to be a little bit more prepared. This time I kind of was unprepared and I didn't know what I was doing, so I thought that views are gonna just keep growing. Um, I am not gonna give up, obviously, at least for myself. Even if I'm not gonna change anything, I will still be uploading videos, even at least for myself, inshallah. But I guess I will have to, you know, I will have to figure out the way how I can kind of capture the wave which comes in and goes away. And maybe it's gonna be Discord where you guys kind of can, talk to each other and, stick to me and this channel more. Maybe it's gonna be email, mail list where, I don't know, mail list kind of sounds great. Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't know why it just came to my mind. Um, yeah, that was a really good day today. It's 10 p.m. right now. I'm recording this video. It's a lot earlier than I used to do it back then. And okay. So learning how to code, completed 2 lessons, 2 lessons all in one day. It's like 2 or 3 hours worth of content watched, sit down, coded. Takes a lot of discipline. Recording this vlog, recorded coding vlog. My coding channel started blowing up, alhamdulillah. We gained a lot of subscribers, we gained a lot of views. And this all thanks to me being stupid to a certain degree. Like not being afraid of like putting out myself into public. Even like I was doing like a mock coding interview with a friend of mine, and he asked me a question and I kind of answered in my own style, and people watched it and people laughed and they commented and they, I guess, liked and even maybe shared. But algorithm, it kind of picked that video up, and it right now has like 1.5 thousand views, which is like subhanallah. I mean, I used to get like, I don't know, 10-20 views at max per video, and this video all of a sudden kind of blew up, and it kind of affected my other videos I uploaded after that video. So they have like 200-300 views, and this is insane. And alhamdulillah, and in total we got close to like 3,000 views. which is like, what? Uh, yeah. Mm, this is where we are right now in life, brother. I guess every day we're getting better. 1%. I am learning how to code, which is the one of the most valuable skills you can acquire. I can use the skill to grow my agency. In fact, fulfill my clients in my agency. This is like very, 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 very important. Um, and at the same time, can help with the skill to build a software company later. And even right now, I can build something to kind of solve my own problems, which is insane. Like, there's a lot of softwares you have to just pay for a certain feature, and I can just spend a couple of hours build it for free and use it in my day-to-day life. For a lot of people out there, my lifestyle is not gonna kind of resonate with you, or it might, some part of it. For example, studying in college and working a day job, or maybe studying in a college, working on a day job, and trying to do business. Like, I'm trying to make content for my business, and I know that slowly but surely we're gonna land some clients, inshallah. Of course, it's not as effective as outreach, but I'm doing my best. Okay. And what else do we got, huh? So, learning how to code, content, and I guess leads and prospects. Some better than nothing. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know, man. I mean, the close future looks kind of similar for me personally. Like, I'm just gonna keep learning how to code. Maybe I will go from, like, today I did 2 lessons all in one day, which is insane. I used to make this one lesson in like 2 days when I was studying in a coding bootcamp. And alhamdulillah, now I'm at the stage where I can handle like 2 lessons in one single day, which is, subhanAllah, I mean, it's very, very cool. And I'm just gonna keep learning how to code. I guess it's gonna be from like 20 to 40 days. I hope even faster than that, inshallah. And after I'm gonna complete learning how to code, I'm gonna start building some projects, and I guess learning others things, but it's gonna be more in the background and chill. Right now I'm like fully in. I'm not building projects, I'm not doing outreach, I'm not like applying for coding jobs. After I'm gonna complete this stage of my life, I guess I'm gonna be kind of like building project, applying for a coding job, building projects, applying for a coding job. And yeah, I am gonna be learning other things which are kind of features and fun things to learn, but they are not gonna be as brutal as I'm doing right now. Obviously, I might take 1 lesson a day, or like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I guess the thing I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel like is me kind of, I don't know when is this thing is gonna happen. You kind of just in your mind you're like, pretty soon it's gonna happen. Pretty soon it's gonna happen. And the thing is that, like, I have been in a self-improvement space for long enough, and I kind of can estimate how long it's gonna take, approximately like 5, 10 years, something like that. 3, 4, 3, 5, 7, 10 years. But I never tried to get a high-paying job or anything like that, and I never done this thing ever before, and I kind of like a little, blurred future. It's kind of scary because you don't know what is coming next, but at the same time, it kind of teaches you how to how to deal with unknown, I guess. I don't know, like I was thinking about the other word actually, but I can't remember. Tolerate, I guess that's the word I was thinking. Yeah, how to tolerate the unknown and how to tolerate all this entrepreneurship stuff. I don't know, man. um, because I'm kind of putting off the agency, the business, right? Um, to a certain degree. Like I am working on the agency. I'm still connected with guys. I'm still like not quitting this. If I'm not gonna be doing anything, I guess that's what called quitting. Or if I'm gonna say that I'm quitting and I'm gonna just, yeah, I guess if I'm gonna delete the agency's website and all this crap, and that's when you quit. I guess, yeah, I think that's what kind of pushes you and kind of makes you a little impatient a little bit because you're worried. You don't see a clear future, you don't know when this thing is gonna happen. You don't know if you're gonna land this job, which you're gonna have in the next interview. You don't know when you're gonna land a job. You don't know when you're gonna be able to get back to your business and work on this business. You don't know how you're gonna be able to manage work and business, your 9 to 5 and your business. There's a lot of uncertain moments, but I hope we're gonna figure them out, inshallah. Because the good news is that even right now, like when we haven't, materialistically, things, physically, like things we don't have, like, cash money or something like that, right? Even right now, we are like, I have a day job and it's kind of like sustaining me, and I can afford a lot of the things I couldn't afford way before, and not like way before, but a couple of months ago. And my co-founder is also gonna buy a new laptop. It's not like in a fairy tale. In a fairy tale, in an ideal scenario, you would like to just do your entrepreneurial stuff and get rich and then go to podcasts and say how hard was that, but then you I guess I'm gonna crop this moment off from this video, but because it's really like freaking, it is a really insane that I guess I was living in a loony land to a certain degree, where you thought that, I'm gonna be able to repeat after someone who already have achieved success, and I'm gonna achieve success. And like a lot of like wrong conclusions you come to after, inspiration is good, but we make a lot of wrong conclusions from watching a lot of, other people succeed, right? Like we tend to believe that if this guy did this thing and it worked for him, then it gonna work for me, and we don't understand that the time when he did this thing and the way he did this thing and the location and the positioning and everything was different than yours. I guess, yeah, I mean, the first phrase I said, just kind of really insane, It's not a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a loony land where the things are gonna, turned out to be the way you wanted them to turn out to be, you want your business to do great before you go to college. You want your parents to understand you. You want all of the things kind of work out, like, in, you see other people, like, her parents, or I'm sorry, his parents kind of allowed him to drop out of school, and my can't even, allow me to not go to college. How whatever. Bro, it's not a fairy tale, man. It's not a like, your life is not a copy paste of someone else's life. And you know if you live in a fairy tale world, like, where the things, the best parts of other people's life are kind of like chopped out and put into your, bro, it's not gonna, like, it's not gonna work this way. There are a lot of things. If you're being unthankful, and you are like, this is how it should be. If you think this way, I think you're being unthankful, because there's tons of things which turned out to be in your life the way they dreamed about turning, having, you know what I mean? Maybe you have both of your parents, both father and mother, and, like, you know they don't drink, they don't do drugs or gambling, and there's, like, tons of kids out there who wish that their parents didn't gamble, didn't drunk, and didn't smoke or whatever. Like, yeah, man, I mean, kind of a little, shift your mind, man. Like, this, if there is something from these videos, I guess you kind of can take out from, is this one specific part, is that, I kind of thought that, I will never work a day job. I thought that I will never work a, not only day job, like, job which doesn't requires you any kind of, like, knowledge, right? So the photo studio I'm working in right now, it's not a very, like, high paying job or whatever. I didn't thought that I'm gonna work on a day job. I didn't want to work on a day job. I didn't want to work on a normal job, even if it's high paying. All I wanted to do is just business. I thought that my parents are gonna keep paying my bills, and I thought that I'm not gonna go to college. At least I wanted the things turned out this certain way, you know. And what's the matter if they don't? Like, yeah, I mean, of course you wish that the things would have been a different way. You're a human being. You don't want this discomfort, I guess. But you know, if you're doubting if it's wrong or right, I guess, bro, I'm like, I don't know how to say it so it doesn't sound cliche, but it isn't. Because I can guarantee you almost a 90%, if I can, in my, from my personal perspective, if I can say you that it's not, because, bro, like, I mean, in my life there is I just said it, how many things kind of went not the way I wanted them to be. I can guarantee there is tons of people under this video who are gonna watch this video, who have the same experience. And yeah, like, it's hard to believe that because it's internet and whatever, and I don't feel like sometimes, when people like Iman say certain things which kind of resonate with you. For example, like, sometimes you feel like a king, sometimes you feel like a loser, and whatever. And even if after he is making tons of millions of dollars a year or months, whatever, hearing something like, sometimes when I close a deal, when I close a client, I feel like a king, and every time I face a problem or whatever, I feel like a damn loser and demotivated. It was a very relatable moment for me, because you think that something is wrong with you. You see all these people on the internet, and you're like, there should be like, I have to work more, yeah, whatever. Um, this video was a very different one. Very different one. Because I think I kind of figured out the things like wasn't. It took me 2 months to figure this thing out. Isn't it crazy? It's been close to 2 months by the time I'm, working on this day job. And I was all the time like what's wrong? Like why do I like feel bad? Like, and I was not kind of getting what is going on. I guess today is like realized, it. I was just thinking that it's gonna happen a certain way, and that's the reason, things gonna actually become this. Life is not, life does not care about your plans to a certain degree. Okay, God's plan, first, better than your dreams. Second, might be different than your plan. Okay, so shut up. And also, I heard a very good quote from a friend of mine. He said, God didn't said that you are gonna live your entire life like that. It's actually my boss and my day job. It's not my friend, but I kind of feel like we're already like friends to some degree. And he is a little, I can say, I don't want to say, but I guess the best word to say is depressed. I mean, he has a very small shop, okay? He has a very small shop, printing things out. And he's not rich, okay? He's not rich, even if he's a business owner. And God didn't said that you're gonna live your entire life like that. So basically, but what he wants to say that is basically, one day you're gonna once, like days are gonna come, you're gonna start living a way better lifestyle. I mean, I guess that's what he meant, because he's also a college student working after college, until like 7, 8, 9 p.m., which is frustrating, I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, man. This video is at the same time motivational and at the same time kind of, eye-opening to a certain degree. I'm 18 years old, bro. Like, there's a lot of people who have achieved success by the age of 18, and I'm like, F it. What's the matter? How many, we think about how many people have achieved success, but we don't think about the people who didn't. Isn't it crazy? Like, I can fucking guarantee there is a lot more people who haven't achieved success by the age of 18 than there is, I mean, obviously, but, if you're thinking about the dark side, think about the white side, the bright side at the same time. Like, you have overworked, over accomplished the accomplishments of how many thousands, millions, potentially millions of people out there. So be thankful for that and keep pushing yourself. Be patient with the results and be impatient with the work. Okay? Peace out.